What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, about to leave Denver, Colorado. But before I do that, it's been a lot of hubbub going around about the president's speech. But one of the things that I didn't get a chance to mention last night is I addressed Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, aka Madam, and Mr. Burns. Is I didn't get a chance to address the preemptive strike of the liberal media, the crooked, funky, nasty liberal media. Now, they're always talking about how the president's trying to censor them and attack their freedom of speech and the right to a free press and all of those things. You know how they do it. The president's attacking us, he's calling us fake news, as if, they're part of the regular media. They are the fake news. But nonetheless, they're always talking about this is a constitutional crisis. He's trying to censor us. But yet, I hear multiple people in the fake news media trying to say that they needed to have a script from the president before he does his speech. Now, who do you think you are to say, you know what, before we air the president's speech, we need to go ahead and be like a teacher. Let me go ahead and edit this. Let me go ahead and censor this so that you can have a preemptive strike on combating whatever he says. Or one person went so far as to recommend a delay. Now, are you serious? What is this? Communist China? I mean, is this Stalin? I mean, what are we talking about here? Since the media is so hypersensitive over freedom of speech when they're attacked, but yet they recommend a delay so that they can fact check the president. And then Don Lemonhead had the nerve to even say, you think it should be on a delay? And maybe him and Chris Como, they're not gelling lately, the bumping heads. But Chris Como, you should have saw his eyeballs. He's like, what? Are you kidding me? And I don't know what happened. Maybe he fell and bumped his head, but Chris Como had to check Don Lemonhead. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, what gives the media the right to put restraints on the president when he wants to address the nation? And how dare you sit back and say, yeah, before you do that, we want to approve it. So can you send us a copy of it so we can maybe, go through and highlight some things and take out some things and do some cuts and some editing and do the manipulation that we're used to doing all the time. I thought that was the most arrogant, ridiculous thing that I ever heard in my life coming from the media. And they say some pretty dumb stuff. But they just outdo themselves every time. And they reveal what they're really about. They are about control. They're about a narrative. They're about supporting their buddies, which are the Democrats, and pushing this globalistic agenda and doing what they do best, which is be a fake news media station. So anyway, that's just my thought. I didn't get a chance to let them have it last night, so I figured I'd take this time before I bounce out of Denver to let them know that I caught that. Yeah, little trick they tried to pull. Like, yeah, let's see if we can get it up front. Or we can prep the people ahead of time and make them think, whatever you're going to hear, don't believe it. It's like when a kid gets in trouble and they run to their mom, try to beat them before the teacher get to them, or their older brother's about to tell them, like, Mom, don't believe them, whatever they say. The preemptive strike. But anyway, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Find me every Wednesday night. I won't be going live tonight because I'll be on an airplane. But normally, Wednesday nights at 7:30. Check me out live on YouTube and on my radio blog talk show. And don't forget, if you want to donate to Kevin's Corner, there's a link in the bottom to do that. Check out Extreme Tees, links in the bottom. And don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. We'll see you next time at Kevin's Corner. God bless.